Look honestly at the world today. It rewards soft hands and fragile minds. We are told to chase comfort, avoid friction, and prioritize pleasure. Yet, despite having more convenience than any generation before us, why do we feel so anxious, weak, and unfulfilled? The truth is, comfort is a slow kind of death. It leaves us unprepared for the one certainty of life: struggle. You don't lack talent. You lack a blueprint for resilience. You lack the ancient, ironclad principles that forge a truly unbreakable mind. The great Stoics, the philosophers who commanded empires and survived slavery, knew that chaos is inevitable, but suffering is optional. They taught that true freedom is not found in external victory, but in internal command. Today, we are going to forge your soul. We are diving deep into 10 unyielding principles, brutal, effective laws drawn from Stoic wisdom, that will strip away your fragility and replace it with unshakable mental strength. These principles will force you to level up, stop blaming, and finally take full ownership of your experience. The path to becoming truly unstoppable is not easy, but the reward is a life lived on your own terms, impervious to external turmoil. This is your foundation for lifelong strength, so I urge you, stay with us until the very end. And if this quest for true mental fortitude resonates deeply with you, please consider subscribing. It is the single most powerful way to ensure you never miss any of our future lessons on cultivating unyielding strength and wisdom. Principle 1. The sovereignty of choice, the iron wall. The first principle is the brutal simplicity of where your power lies. Most of your daily anxiety comes from trying to control things that are fundamentally not yours: other people's opinions, the outcome of your efforts, the past, the future. The Stoic builds the iron wall between two domains: your sovereignty, your thoughts, your judgments, your effort, your reaction. This is your kingdom. The external realm, everything else: traffic, weather, your boss's mood, the economy, chance. This is external noise. You have absolute non-negotiable power over your response and zero power over the event itself. Every time anxiety strikes, stop and ask, is this within my iron wall? If the answer is no, you treat it like rain, acknowledge it, adapt to it, and refuse to waste a single second of emotional energy fighting it. Unbreakable strength begins the moment you stop giving your power away to things outside your control. Principle 2. The Forge of Discomfort, running toward the friction. Modern life sells us the myth that struggle is bad and comfort is the goal. But the soul that avoids friction is the soul that fractures the moment real pressure arrives. The second principle is the Forge of Discomfort. You must proactively invite friction into your life, not to punish yourself, but to inoculate yourself against future chaos. Think about your greatest moments of growth. They happened when life punched you, and you chose to stand up. What stands in the way becomes the way. You must embrace voluntary hardship, small, deliberate acts of resistance that train your will. Taking the cold shower when your body screams no. Sitting in silence and boredom instead of reaching for the phone. Having the hard, necessary conversation you've been delaying. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your mirror. It shows you exactly who you are and carves the character you need to become. You avoid small pain today, only to suffer crippling pain tomorrow. Start your training today. Principle 3. The myth of fairness, the unsent letter. One of the fastest ways to guarantee a life of suffering is to believe the universe owes you a balanced scorecard. The third principle is the myth of fairness. Life is not fair. You can work harder, love deeper, and act more ethically than others, and still lose. Effort does not always equal reward. Good people are harmed. Unjust people prosper. When you cling to fairness, you become entitled and weak. When injustice strikes, the average person writes a desperate, angry letter to the universe. The Stoic crumples up that letter, the unsent letter. Shift your focus. Stop complaining about the injustice of the situation. Start committing to the strength and dignity of your response. Your job is not to fix the universe's balance. It is to maintain the integrity of your own soul. You don't grow by expecting fairness. You grow by facing reality and choosing virtue anyway. Principle 4. The witness in the storm. The observer stance. Our emotions, if unchecked, make us puppets. A single rude comment, a cancelled plan, a sudden frustration, and suddenly, your whole day, your mood, and your energy are hijacked. The fourth principle is the witness in the storm. This is the power to observe your emotions without being owned by them. When anger, fear, or despair floods your system, you are the witness, the objective, rational part of your mind that watches the emotional drama unfold. Step 1. Pause. Take a deep breath. Do not act. Step 2. Name the feeling. I am observing anger, or I am observing fear. Step 3. Ask the question. Is this feeling useful right now? Does this feeling serve my highest purpose? By creating this crucial gap between the stimulus and your response, you assert your freedom. The person who angered you is only your master because you permitted yourself to be disturbed. Unbreakable people feel the full weight of their emotions, but they refuse to surrender their actions to them. Principle 5. The daily audit, the non-negotiable review. True mental strength is not forged in a single moment of crisis. It is cultivated in the quiet, consistent discipline of your daily routine. The fifth principle is the daily audit. Every single night, dedicate time to a ruthless, honest, and non-judgmental review of your day. This is not a session for self-hatred. It is a session for self-correction. Ask the hard questions. Where did I lose control? Where did I surrender my inner peace to external forces? What judgment caused me the most unnecessary suffering? Did I act with courage, honesty, and discipline? Or did I choose comfort and avoidance? By holding yourself accountable every night, you prevent small moral compromises and mental weaknesses from accumulating into major crises. Your character is built on what you do and how you think when no one is watching. Principle 6. The unconditional start. Killing procrastination at the root. Procrastination is often disguised as waiting for the perfect feeling, the perfect moment, the perfect motivation. You wait to feel ready, and consequently, you never start. The sixth principle is the unconditional start. You must decouple your action from your emotion. Motivation is not a prerequisite for action. It is a result of action. You must make a vow. I will begin, regardless of the internal resistance. Your job is not to feel inspired. Your job is to execute the smallest necessary step. Need to write? Open the file and type one sentence. Need to clean? Wash one dish? Need to train? Put on your shoes. The moment you start, you generate momentum, and momentum is the only motivation you actually need. Stop waiting for the lightning bolt. Create the spark yourself. Principle 7. The final deadline. The urgency of Memento Mori. We waste time on trivialities, digital noise, petty arguments, fear of minor discomfort, because we live as though we have 1,000 years to complete our mission. The seventh principle is the final deadline, Memento Mori. You could leave life right now. Let that determination define everything you do, say, and think. This is not morbid. It is the ultimate clarifying force. It exposes the triviality of the things you argue about. It ignites a fierce sense of urgency for the goals you postpone. It forces you to love openly and create relentlessly. The awareness of death is the only lens that cuts away the fluff and leaves only what is essential: virtue, purpose, and presence. You are living on borrowed time. Stop sleeping on your life. Principle 8. The process over the prize. Love your effort. Fragile motivation is rooted in the external result, the promotion, the applause, the perfect outcome. When the result is outside your control, which it always is, you set yourself up for heartbreak. The eighth principle is the process over the prize. You must fall in love with the work itself, not the fleeting external validation it might bring. Your power is in the effort you put in. The result belongs to fate. If you are a writer, your worth is in the discipline of showing up, not the number of sales. If you are an athlete, your worth is in the rigor of your training, not the trophy. When you tie your worth to your diligence, integrity, and effort, your motivation becomes unshakable. When you lose the game, you can still walk away with the dignity of knowing you gave maximum effort, and that internal victory is immediate and constant. Principle 9. The generosity of boundaries. Strength in saying no. We often confuse boundless kindness with moral goodness. This leads to overgiving, chronic exhaustion, and ultimately, resentment. The ninth principle is the generosity of boundaries. True strength and truly sustainable motivation requires a protected inner core. Discipline is not a form of self-punishment. It is the highest act of self-care. Every boundary you set, every time you say no to a non-essential request, you are being generous to your future self by protecting the energy required for your primary mission. You give help from a full cup, not an empty one. Do not allow guilt to dictate your commitments. Your first duty is to maintain the internal strength and clarity that allows you to show up fully for the essential people and goals in your life. Principle 10. The forged soul. The final vow. We have built your blueprint for internal command. We have challenged your comfort and exposed the sources of your weakness. The final, most profound step is the unconditional vow to your own self-mastery. The 10th principle is the forged soul. This is your commitment to maintain your sovereignty regardless of external events. Make this solemn vow. I will meet every single setback with dignity and reason. I will not be governed by the opinions or emotions of others. I will use every obstacle as training for my character. I will choose the hard, right thing over the easy, convenient thing. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a creator of your response. The external world is chaos, but your internal world is a fortress built on principles of iron. Go forth and live with the profound confidence of the soul that has been forged through choice and discipline. You have the principles. You have the blueprint. Your strength is not a secret. It is a choice you make every single day. If this journey to forging an unbreakable mind has ignited a powerful drive within you, please let us know. Hit the like button. Share this video with another soul who is ready to trade comfort for true power. And to continue building this unyielding strength, please subscribe to our channel. Join our community dedicated to making Stoic wisdom a practiced reality. Let your commitment to this new strength be known. Leave your personal vow in the comments. My soul is forged. Thank you for choosing to be unstoppable.